Urgent letter to Queen Elizabeth II. From His Majesty King Tiburcio Villamor Marcus Tallano Tagean IV. King of Majolica. Great-grandson of King Philip II, also known as King Louis Tagean Tallano. Grandson of King Ferdinand VII, also known as Don Armando Villamor. Son of President Ferdinand E. Marcos and Princess Enemisha Cruz Villamor. Tiburcio Villamor Marcus Tallano Tagean IV. Last surviving emperor of European and Chinese monarchies. King of recognized asset nations. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. Queen of the United Kingdom and the other Commonwealth realms. King Philip II. Don Armando Villamor. Father Jose Antonio Diaz. Princess Enemisha Cruz Villamor. Ferdinand E. Marcos. Alpha Omega World Development Marshall Program. United Nations Pentagon H-Word Military Divine Government. The Universal Queen of Queens Foundation Incorporated. Bureau of Central Interpol. Rockefeller Plaza, P.O. Box 3134, New York City, New York 10185, United States of America. A letter to Queen Elizabeth Alexandra Mary, who is the sovereign of each of the 16 Commonwealth realms. May 7, 2018. Her Majesty the Queen. Buckingham Palace. London SW1A1AA. United Kingdom. May it please your Majesty. With my humble duties as your co-chairman and the Committee of 300, and as the global funder having absolute control of the infinite accounts in US dollars in your 13 current Commonwealth realms, I'm writing to request your Majesty to be one of my most influential fellow implementers of the Alpha Omega World Development Marshall Program's AOWDMP Worldwide Anti-Poverty programs in accordance with the United Nations Economic and Social Council's ECOSOC Article 55, to wit Chapter 9. With a view to the creation of conditions of stability and well-being which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relations among nations, based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, the United Nations shall promote a. higher standards of living, full employment, and conditions of economic and social progress and development. B. Solutions of international economic, social, health, and related problems, and international cultural and educational cooperation, and c. Universal respect for, and observance of, human rights and fundamental freedoms for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. The Committee of 300 and the World Bank Group USA, that are under my chairmanship, released a copy of the Infinite Bank Statements IBS 2012, which refer to the global infinite accounts in US dollars, including their respective account numbers and account names in many prime banks. Page 1 of 45. Based on the general party information of the IBS page 1, the name of signatory/trustee/keeper/holder is His Majesty King ASM, my code name, and the true general owner is the people of the Philippine Islands, Filipino citizens of the Republic of the Philippines, and the minority beneficiary is the people of the world, including the peoples of all your 16 monarchies. The trusteeship origin of the infinite accounts in US dollars is Ferdinand Emmanuel Edralin Marcos, Sr., who is my father. He was the President of the Republic of the Philippines from 1965 to 1986. He was Dr. Jose P. Rezel's co-founder of the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund (IMF), which were the direct result of the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944. As my trustee, Rezel's alias is Severino Santaramana and others. Human Trust Jinru Shikin, which is a 2013 Japanese suspense film, ascertains the existence of the M Fund, meaning Mankind Fund, which is the secret joint US-Japan account for gold-based currencies. In their expository book, entitled Gold Warriors: America's Secret Recovery of the Yamashita Gold, Sterling and Peggy Seagrave reveal that the only people who knew of the stashes of the 175 hidden treasure vaults in the Philippines were the Japanese military tops and the imperial family, also referred the Imperial House of Japan, including the Emperor Hirohito, whose name has the meaning of abundant benevolence. The Seagraves also allege that the Emperor Hirohito appointed his brother Prince Chichibu to head a secret organization from 1937 to 1946 called the Golden Lily Kinoyuri Operation, by which the imperial household's members were personally involved in a territorial expansion for massive treasure hunting. Prince Chichibu's secret team was given a code name of the Golden Lily after a poem the said emperor had once written. The Golden Lily operation included the Yamashita's gold. Together with Nazi war loot from Europe, the United States funneled the Yamashita's gold into the Black Eagle Trust, named after the Nazi insignia stamped on gold bullion stolen by the Nazis, and discussed clandestinely at the Bretton Woods in 1944. From which the Federal Reserve System and others would be greatly and secretly funded. I also renewed with US President Donald John Trump the bilateral Mines Field Breakthrough Successor Agreement (BMBSA), my father's global gold bullion loan program, that expired on August 11, 2010, enabling the Federal Reserve System, Fed, with all the 13 treasury vaults of my legitimized gold bullion, the Golden Lily, in the United States of America as the Gold Bullion Bank of the World. I'm the Fed's chairman. I'm the owner of the Yamashita's gold. Page 2 of 45. Based on the IBS, your 13 Commonwealth realms, which have prime banks with infinite accounts in US dollars, are Australia, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, St. Kitts and Nevis, Santa Lucia, Solomon Islands, and the United Kingdom. The respective infinite accounts in US dollars are intended and erected for the humanitarian and national economic development programs for the Philippine Islands 10% to 70% only, and the world 10% to 50% only. Australia, number of infinite accounts. 1. Australia and New Zealand Banking Group. 2. National Australia Bank. 2. 3. Reserve Bank of Australia. 2. 4. Commonwealth Bank. 2. 5. St. George Bank. 2. 6. Suncorp Metway Bank. 2. 7. Westpac Banking Corporation. 2. 8. Adelaide Bank. 2. 9. Bank of Queensland. 2. 10. Bankwest. 2. 11. Bendigo Bank. 2. 12. Macquarie Bank. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars, 24. Refer to pages 123 to 125 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers. 855 to 866. The Bahamas, number of infinite accounts. 1. Bank of London and Montreal. 2. Central Bank of Bahamas. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 4. Refer to page 11 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 57 to 58. Barbados, number of infinite accounts. 1. Barbados National Bank. 2. First Caribbean International Bank. 2. 3. Caribbean Development Bank Headquarters. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 6. Refer to pages 11 to 12 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 59 to 61. Belize. Number of infinite accounts. 1. Belize Bank. 2. Refer to page 12 of the PDF format of the IBS number 62. Page 3 of 45. Canada. Number of infinite accounts. 1. Royal Bank of Canada. 2. Scotia Bank. 2. 3. Bank of Canada. 2. 4. Bank of Montreal. 2. 5. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. 2. 6. National Bank of Canada. 2. 7. Canadian Western Bank. 2. 8. Citizens Bank of Canada. 2. 9. First Nations Bank of Canada. 2. 10. Laurentian Bank of Canada. 2. 11. Bank of British Columbia. 2. 12. Bank of Toronto. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 24. Refer to pages 13 to 15 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 74 to 75. Grenada. Number of infinite accounts. 1. Republic Bank. 2. Refer to page 16 of the PDF format of the IBS number 95. Jamaica. Number of infinite accounts. 1. Bank of Jamaica. 2. First Global Bank. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 4. Refer to page 17 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 102 to 103. New Zealand. Number of infinite accounts. 1. TSB Bank. 2. ASB Bank. 2. 3. Bank Direct. 2. 4. Bank of New Zealand. 2. 5. Reserve Bank of New Zealand. 2. 6. Kiwi Bank. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 12. Refer to pages 125 to 126 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 869 to 874. Papua New Guinea. Number of infinite accounts. 1. Bank of South Pacific. 2. Reserve Bank of Papua New Guinea. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 4. Refer to page 127 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 877 to 878. Page 4 of 45. St. Kitts and Nevis. Number of infinite accounts. 1. Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. 2. Refer to page 19 of the PDF format of the IBS number 116. Santa Lucia. Number of infinite accounts. 1. First National Bank of St. Lucia. 2. Bank of St. Lucia. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 4. Refer to pages 19 to 20 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 118 to 119. Solomon Islands. Number of infinite accounts. 1. National Bank of Solomon Islands. 2. Reserve Bank of Solomon Islands. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars. 4. Refer to page 126 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 875 to 876. United Kingdom. Number of infinite accounts. 1. The Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. 14. 2. Adam and Company. 2. 3. Arbuthnot Latham and Company. 2. 4. Clydesdale Bank. 2. 5. Airdrie Savings Bank. 2. 6. Cooperative Bank. 2. 7. Egg Banking plc. 2. 8. Julian Hodge Bank. 2. 9. Drummond's Bank. 2. 10. Coutts and Company. 2. 11. Cleanwood Benson. 2. 12. Reliance Bank. 2. 13. Sainsbury's Bank. 2. 14. Yorkshire Bank. 2. 15. Abbey Bank. 2. 16. Alliance and Leicester. 2. 17. Duncan Lowry. 2. 18. Halifax. 2. 19. Harrods Bank. 2. 20. Bank of England. 2. 21. Standard Chartered Bank. 2. 22. Lloyds TBS. 2. 23. Barclays plc. 2. 24. Royal Bank of Scotland Group. 2. Total number of infinite accounts in US dollars, 60. Refer to pages 119 to 123 of the PDF format of the IBS numbers 828 to 853. Page 5 of 45. Based on the IBS, the global development programs are the following: a humanitarian economic development program. 1. Livelihood Development Program. 2. Scholarship Development Program. 3. Healthcare Development Program. 4. Annuity Development Program. B. National Economic Development Program. 1. Infrastructure Development Program. 2. Agricultural Development Program. 3. Mining Development Program. 4. Industrial Development Program. Each monarchical bank has account name of White Spiritual Boy, and with standing balances of US dollars infinite, and account name of Spiritual Wonder Boy, and with standing balance of US dollars infinite, and confirmed as eternal deposit, while under time deposit, its principal balances and interest are unshareable and or unloanable and or unprogrammable, that having maturity rate of 4% per annum per 30 years of maturity, and upon maturity 50% shall be forcibly allocated for whatsoever development program, and 50% shall be automatically and forcibly maintained and preserved to another 30 years until lasted for eternity. The infinite accounts have continuous maturity earnings. My code names are White Spiritual Boy and Spiritual Wonder Boy, among others. Therefore, I'm the true global funder / sole owner of the 152 infinite accounts in US dollars in 70 prime banks in your 13 monarchies, including the Bank of England, which is the United Kingdom's central bank. The IBS declassified full copy is viewable and downloadable in PDF format through this web link: go.gl/pak3hn. Then Philippine President K.O.R.A.N Aquino proclaimed on June 29, 1990 to that President Marcos divine wealth is not ill-gotten, and is cleared for whatsoever legal probability and proceedings from this date, and in the future. She also officially confirmed President Marcos Hiling Kalubanat Tapan English last will and testament. The Committee of 300 through the United Nations Organization awarded the Treasury Certificate of the People of the Philippine Islands, that contains President Marcos' last will and testament, pages 37 to 83 in PDF copy, which was executed in Malacanang Palace, Manila, on December 20, 1985. The said Treasury Certificate, pages 50 to 54 in PDF copy, includes these 43 prime banks in Great Britain with their respective net balances. Refer to the Treasury Certificate for the respective accounts, time deposits, exact dates. Page 6 of 45. Banks in Great Britain, net balances. 1. Arbuthnot Latham and Company US $660 billion. 2. Airdrie Savings Bank US $11 trillion. 3. Abbey Bank $380 trillion. 4. Bank of England infinite dollar. 5. Barclays Bank with 2 account numbers US dollar. 590 billion. 6. Bank of Scotland US dollar 1,100 billion. 7. Bradford and Bingley US dollar 110 billion. 8. Brown Shipley and Company US dollar 70 billion. 9. K.O.R.A.N Company US dollar 1,100 billion. 10. Church House Trust Great Britain US dollar 520 billion. 11. Clydesdale Bank US dollar 11 trillion. 12. Cooperative Bank US dollar 7 trillion. 13. Coutts and Company US dollar 30 trillion. 14. Duncan Lawrie US dollar 700 billion. 15. Halifax US dollar 700 million. 16. Harrods Bank $700 million. 17. Julian Hodge Bank $380 billion. 18. Cleanwood Benson $700 billion. 19. Lloyds Bank with insurance account infinite dollar. 20. Lloyds Bank with fiduciary account US dollar 700 billion. 21. National Westminster Bank US dollar 700 billion. 22. Northern Rock Building Society US dollar 380 billion. 23. Panmure Gordon and Company US dollar 380 billion. 24. Raphael's Bank US dollar 380 billion. 25. Reliance Bank US dollar 110 trillion. 26. Rothschild and Sons infinite dollar. 27. Royal Bank of Scotland Group $700 billion. 28. Sainsbury's Bank US dollar 110 billion. 29. Standard Chartered Bank US dollar 700 billion. 30. The Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation HSBC with 2 account numbers and combined US dollar 400 followed by 27 zeros. 31. Unity Trust Bank US dollar 7 billion. 32. Woolwich Building Society US dollar 700 billion. 33. Yorkshire Bank $110 trillion. 34. HSBC Hong Kong HK, Great Britain GB US dollar 430 billion. 35. Hang Seng Bank, HK, GB US dollar 520 billion. 36. Bank of East Asia, HK, GB US dollar 520 billion. 37. Changhing Bank HK, GB US dollar 520 billion. 38. Xiao Banking Corporation HK, GB US dollar 520 billion. 39. Dasing Bank HK, GB US dollar 66 billion. 40. Nanyang Commercial Bank HK, GB US dollar 520 billion. 41. Shanghai Commercial Bank HK, GB US dollar 520 billion. 42. Winghang Bank HK, GB US dollar 70 billion. 43. Winglung Bank HK, GB US dollar 70 billion. 44. National Savings and Investment US dollar 700 billion. 45. African Banking Corporation US dollar 700 billion. Banks with asterisks are included with their respective account numbers in the IBS. Page 7 of 45. The Central Bank of Great Britain with account numbers 88, 276, M27A, 331 has a deposit worth of US dollars 900 followed by 57 zeros sponsored by 500,000 metric tons of K.O.R.AN. Time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966, and with account numbers 99, 87, 77, 52, 43 worth of US dollars infinite and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. according to the Treasury Certificate page 52 in PDF copy. Based on the Treasury Certificate's general party information, the name of signatory/trustee/keeper/holder is Anthony Santiago Martin ASM, which is my code name. The IBS and the Treasury Certificate are similar with reference to the list of fiduciary bank accounts, which have confirmed eternal guaranteed balances of infinite US dollars, infinite general ownership of the people of the Philippine Islands, global development programs and others. I'm the owner of the said 45 British banks' respective accounts. The Treasury Certificate's declassified copy is viewable and downloadable in PDF format through this web link go.gl/bcrrbt. In addition, the independent private city-state of London, which is the world's financial powerhouse, and not a part of Greater London or England or the British Commonwealth, houses the Rothschild-controlled Bank of England. The city-state of London is the headquarters for the worldwide money cartel known as the Crown, which is neither the royal family nor the British monarch. The British Parliament and the British Prime Minister serve as a public front of the hidden power of the ruling Crown families headed by the Rothschild family, who is reportedly the US Federal Reserve's owner. Based on the said Treasury Certificate, the Federal Reserve Board has an account worth $500 followed by 54 zeros sponsored by 10 million metric tons of gold time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. The Treasury Certificate identifies me, not the Rothschild family, as the true signatory/trustee/keeper/holder of this account of the vast gold bullion, the Golden Lily, which filled up the Federal Reserve's 13 Treasury vaults. The Fed's ownership is determinable, based on the Yamashita's gold, which was deposited fiduciarily in my behalf in the said 13 Treasury vaults. The USA, which is still your British colony, and all your monarchies have tremendously benefited from my royal family's gold reserve loan investment programs for all countries and territories, in backing up their respective gold-based currencies. As a matter of fact, the Rothschild family serves as my public front in the said Crown. According to the Treasury Certificate page 53, the Rothschild family is linked with the authorized party of President Ferdinand E. Marcos about all depository information for the people of the Philippine Islands. Page 8 of 45. The Department of the Treasury, which is an executive department in the Treasury of the United States federal government, issued on August 11, 1979 this certification to all international governments and monetary authorities about my global cash account with the sum of $300 with 39 zeros and assets and commodities that are protected by global immunity. Department of the Treasury, Office of the General Counsel, Washington, D.C. 20220. To all Board of Governor of the Worldwide Central Banks, International Government and Monetary Authorities. By the authority of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve Bank System, Washington, D.C. 2561, and the Department of U.S. Treasury in accordance with Public Law 8766 cited old and new series of currency recorded in the Bank International Settlement Boston, Zurich, Switzerland and Netherlands. Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, coded name TVM-LSM-666 AAAO01 Global Account Number 97 54 32 01 10. Special grant from Code of 01 TVM-LSM-666 reads Sirach Chapter 44, 12. 3 to 12 Seaments of the first AAAO01 Global Cash Account the sum of 300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0000, issued to backup is U.S. Federal ID number C, 80, 84, 79, to redeem the assets and commodities, restructured from August 11, 1986, maturity August 11, 2007. Protected by Global Immunity and Security 4136-25070, Redeemers Code 1788-777. Done in Washington, D.C. 20220, 11th of August 1979. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz and Phil, Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, Russell L. Monk, Assistant General Counsel. Signed, T. Page Nelson, Director Foreign Currency. Page 9 of 45. The Federal Reserve System's Board of Governors issued this certificate on August 11, 1979 to all Board of Governors of central banks, identifying me as Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, who is entitled to the amount of 40 zeros for the control of the world assets. By virtue of power vested to me by the U.S. Federal Reserve Banking System and the Department of U.S. Treasury, my ID number C60 84 79 is protected by the Treaty of Perpetual and Global Immunity. Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, Washington, D.C. 20551. To all Board of Governors of Central Bank worldwide, acknowledged by the authority of the United States Treasury in accordance with U.S. Federal Reserve Bank System, given identity to Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, coded name TVM-LSM-666 AAAO01, global account number 97 54 32 01 10, special grant from Code of 01 TVM. LSM-666 reads Sirach Chapter 4412. 3-12 Siemens of the first AAAO01 global cash account issued on August 11, 1986 after restructured from the Code of Last Will and Testament from 1952 ended August 11, 1986. The amount of 40 zeros is prepared to control the World Asset Access Reserve, maturity 2007. Therefore, by virtue of power vested by the U.S. Federal Reserve Banking System and the Department of the U.S. Treasury in accordance with Public Law 8766, cited old and new series of currency, assets, and commodities for the consonance of our objective to back up the said mentioned ID number C60 84 79 to redeem under Code 1738-777, approved and amended during post-PAC conference known as Initus Vias Obligatus et Instituto Apping 1969, known as Inheritance Power of Responsibility Blue Seal, S66. This ID number, C60 84 79, protected by Treaty of Perpetual and Global Immunity. Done in Washington, D.C. 20220, this 11th of August 1979. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz and Phil, Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, Preston Martin, Vice Chairman of U.S. Federal Reserve. Page 10 of 45. This declaration order, covered by the law of Treaty of Perpetual, verified on February 7, 1976 that I, as TVM-LSM-666, have full discretionary power on my trust asset commodities in bullion banks around the world. Then Presidents Ferdinand E. Marcos and Gerald R. Ford signed this declaration from the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development UNCTAD. UNCTAD. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. Declaration of the Law of Treaties for Code TVM-LSM-666, CR 1949. Know all men by these presents. An international identified by the law of agreements, concluded between the state and private ownership of property, in written from the VRUP of 77 representing United Nations, governed by international law, embodied in bullion banks around the world more related banks, instruments and whatever its particular designation of TVM-LSM 666 is duly ratified, accepted, approved, and amended by the International Promotion for Peace Communities, whereby a state established in the international plan with the help is trust asset as backup of the managerial paper's currency its consent, to be bound by a treaty of perpetual. Therefore, hereof in the year 2005 agreed, that all trust asset commodities is duly matured TVM-LSM 666 has full and discretionary power, to move/remove or restructure, duly amended under unilateral agreement in accordance with certificate of entitlement, included the inventory list signed by trust depositor of TVM-LSM 666, owner and sole signatory. Further, this declaration order, covered by the law of Treaty of Perpetual, assignment without let of hindrance as a clause of his vital documents issued by the Court of Passé, Order Republic Act 26, adopting and authenticating in the ministerial meeting, the person stated expressing the consent of the state, to be bound by the treaty for accomplishing of any other act of international banking law of bailment. Done in the Philippines this 7th of February 1976. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Gerald R. Ford, President, United States of America. Signed, Gaston Egmont Thorne, President of the General Assembly of the United Nations. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General of the United Nations. Signed, Gregorio S. Licorice, Chairman of the Board of Governors of Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Fred Ruz Castro, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Confirmed by, signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, /owner/sole signatory coded TVM-LSM 666. Page 11 of 45. The Manila Declaration General Assembly of the Group of 77, 1981 adopted the New World Legal Order dated October 4, 1982 in UNCTAD, Cancun, Mexico. The New World Legal Order has only 5 commissions: 1 UNCTAD, 2 United Nations Industrial Development Organization UNIDO, 3 United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees UNHCR, 4 World Health Organization, WHO, and 5 Alpha Omega. This letter of instruction also confirmed my titular decree 010-22-740A. Letter of instruction number 71C. From the office of the Chairman of Group of 77, United Nations Plaza, New York 1, USA, through Deputy Secretary General, Mr. Alistair McTire. For UN Commission of International Trade Law and the International Security Council SC, subject, approve the Manila Declaration General Assembly of the Group of 77, 1981 adopted the New World Legal Order dated October 4, 1982 in UNCTAD, Cancun, Mexico. It was resolved and amended. Dear Sir, I presently constituted, being the head of state president of the Republic of the Philippines and the spokesman of the UN Group of 77, For the International Security Council, exercising the veto and UN Charter of ECOSOC Article 55. The United Nations Charter in accordance with Resolution 108 and 109, and/or the Article 55, 57, 63 for Economic and Social Cultural Council ECOSOC, through the Trusteeship Council Convention adopted Resolution number 93 LV in accordance with Article 55 for the preparation of ECOSOC 2005 Economic Project of the Alpha Omega World Peace Community Development Program in the year 2005. New World Legal Order adopted October 4, 1982. Have only 5 commissions, 1 UNIDO, 2 UNCTAD, 3 World Health Organization, 4 UNHCR and 5 Alpha Omega as the implementer of the World Peace Marshall Plan program. Therefore, the range of activities covered of every aspect of the human existence for the people of the world, including academic studies and researches, for the World ECOSOC for the World Peace Program of Actions. Henceforth, hereof, I hereby appoint TVM-LSM-666, Titular Decree 010-22-740, Decree Titular number 010-22-740, recorded in 7th Book and 7 Seal. Authoress of the Ferry Story and Malaccan and Palace, Republic Act number 5445, 5446, Article 11, Section 124. Philippines. Old and New Constitution, H. World UN Military Government, Trilateral ID number 54321110110, as my proxy. Successor for the page 12 of 45. This letter of instruction was signed by Kurt Waldheim, Secretary of the United Nations, approved by President Marcos as spokesman of the UN Group of 77, and confirmed by US President Ronald W. Reagan and me as their owner, signatory, redeemer, and implementer. We confirmed the ECOSOC economic project of the Alpha Omega World Peace Community Development Program. Regarding the refusal of any trustee bullion bank to coordinate and comply with the rule of banking law of bailment, the liable bailee is punishable in the Veto Act or Embargo Act 1807. Members of ad hoc committee of the Group of 23, in preparatory commodities, otherwise finance the ECOSOC 2005, based and approved plan set in Resolution number 93 LV Article 555763, adopted Resolution number 3442. 30 of 1979 under Economic Zone of UNCTAD v General Assembly known as International Law of the Sea, Law of Treaties and the Law of Redeemer Resolution number 3362 SV26 Series of 1970 for declaration of diplomatic and consular ownership, aged minister under Executive Order number 76 United Nations Plan of Action number 35 authenticated by Ambassador of Paris Honorable Salvador P. Lopez. This new world legal order no intervention, non-use of political power, and respect the sovereignty, to avoid the destruction of the international documents represented by the bearer TVM-LSM-666 to maintain the state of harmony amended in October 25, 1967. Any trustee bullion bank refused to coordinate and follow the rule of banking law of bailment, the bailee is punishable in the Veto Act or Embargo Act 1807. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Duly signed by Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, United Nations. Approved by Ferdinand E. Marcos, spokesman of UN Group 77, Head of State/President Republic of the Philippines. Confirmed by Ronald Reagan, President United States of America, Head of State. Tiburcio v. Marcus, heir/owner/sole signatory, Redeemers Code 1738-77, implementer of Alpha Omega. Page 13 of 45. On October 4, 1982, President Marcos, Secretary of UNCTAD Philippines, and the official representatives of the International Banker Association, International Trade Law Association, U.S. Treasury, World Bank, and IMF signed the ECOSOC Article 55 in Cancun, Mexico. I signed as trust owner, sole signatory, and world chairman of the LSM Alpha Omega for the implementation of the Alpha Omega Master Plan regarding the worldwide economic, social, and cultural development project, based on my gold bullion and other commodities as backup. During signing of Economic, Social and Cultural Order Article 55. After signing of bilateral Minesfield Successor Agreement held at Cancun, Mexico by 22 Head of State North and South Summit meeting known as Secret Agreement dated 4th of October 1982. Headed by President Ferdinand E. Marcos, spokesman of G77 and Chief Legal Counsel of TVM-LSM-666 with International Security Council. From Center, President Ferdinand E. Marcos, Secretary of UNCTAD, Philippines, TVM-LSM-666 representative of the International Banker Organization, International Trade Law Organization, representative of U.S. Treasury, representative of the World Bank and International Monetary Fund represented by International Bank Board of Governors. Resolved and amended the Resolution Number 93/55 adapted the Resolution of Manila Declaration for the Code of Ethic and Code of Conduct, implementation of the Alpha Omega Master Plan, preparation of the ad hoc committee bodies for the World Economic, Social, and Cultural Development Project. Resolved of the Special Proviso Resolution headed by the 22 Head of State for the undertaking of the ABL-Angbagan Lipon on legal tender currency backup of 777 known as gold bullion commodities and Yugoslavian 990, 158, AAA in 990, 1588. AAA and other denominations use the metal, AU and other commodities owned by Tiburcio Villamor Marcus coded LSM 666 AAA 777 MCD K.O.R.AN flat. All source of fund transfer derived from the Mutual Trust for the Use 2005 subject for implementation. No motion had been made by G77. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October 1982. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, United Nations. Confirmed by, signed, Tiburcio V. Marcos, LSM Alpha Omega World Chairman, Trust Asset Owner and Sole Signatory. Seal of the President of the Philippines. Seal of the Board of Governors of the U.S. Federal Reserve System. Seal of the U.S. Department of the Treasury. Seals of the United Nations. Seal of the World Bank. Seal of International Monetary Fund. Page 14 of 45. The leaders of the Allied Nations confirmed and certified on August 11, 1952 that I am the sole heir/successor of the World Asset in Trust Deposit and all my commodities are protected by securities, several treaties including Treaty of Agreement Article 4, Embargo Act 1807, Global Immunities, and are free and clear of all liens and encumbrances, and without criminal origin. My assets commodities were authenticated by an assay office prior to transport/export directly to at least 7 bullion banks all over the world in coordination with the U.S. Treasury, Federal Reserve System, and others. The Trilateral Commission. 50 years of trust deposited in the Allied Nations. Gold. Platinum. Treaty of Agreement Article 4. Embargo Act 1807. We, the leaders of the Allied Nations, represented by Supreme Commander Dwight Eisenhower, United States of America President Harry S. Truman, Secretary of State Henry Stimson, CIA Director E.I. Klein, USAFE Chairman Jesus Antonio Cruz Villamor, Ferdinand E. Marcos represented by House of Congress and Chief Legal Counsel of TVM-LSM-666, Father Jose Antonio Diaz alias Severino Santa. Romana et al. Metal Trustee Depositor of TVTM-LSM-666 and William V. Morales represented in behalf of Cruz Villamor Tallano's family clan, Code of K.O.R.A.N. TVTM Solar/successor of the World Asset in Trust Deposit. Under the provision of ownership of the assets, commodities, the Speaker of the House of Congress, Ferdinand E. Marcos and the Governor of Banco Central ng Pilipinas Andres V. Castillo who leaded the BSP laboratory, to authenticate the metal assay before transport/export directly to Union Bank of Switzerland. Citibank, West Pacific Corporation Westpac, Germany, Bank of England, Saudi Arabia and the Bullion Bank of Yugoslavia known as Code of AAA 777 MCD with the coordination of U.S. Treasury, U.S. Federal, World Metal Organization, International Security Council and Trusteeship Council. Copy of individual trust agreement is on file. We, hereby, confirmed, certify, that all commodities is under one umbrella TVTM-LSM 666, protected by securities, several treaties, international immunities, are free and clear in any criminal offense, harassment, nolliens and encumbrances, duly declared and proclaimed under the gift of love, gift of liberty in favor of the successor heir TVTM-LSM 666. Enter into inheritance power, the last surviving heir of the 1212 emperors by order of Justice Schumann. The Roman law relating to inheritance power of the late Julian Macleod Tallano his heir assigned adjudicated under the civil law of ownership Article 426, 427 and 428 upon the execution of this document and instrument TVTM-LSM 666 is the sole/solona sole signatory. Therefore, whereof, we hereby acknowledge to all concerned in behalf of the peoples of the world, this asset is movable in the year 2005. Done in Malacanang Palace this 11th of August in the year of Lord 1952. Signed, Harry S. Truman, President United States of America. Signed, Dwight Eisenhower Supreme Commander, Allied Nations. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, Congressman, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, Metal Trustee Depositor of TVTM, alias Severino Santa Romana. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz, 10, 60, 84, 79 Far East, C1, C2. Signed, William V. Morales Representative Code of K.O.R.A.N. Page 15 of 45. The peoples of the United States of America issued Embargo Act 1807 to the peoples of the Allied Nations under the New World Legal Order, mandating the state to promote social justice and to ensure my dignity, welfare, and security. I am also identified as the World Trust Fund's owner vested by the rights of ownership under the rules of law established in the International Court of Justice under Almsted U.S. 277 U.S. 438. Top Secret. Operation Embargo Act 1807. The Trilateral Commission. Order. From the peoples of the United States of America, and to the peoples of the Allied Nations granted with support of Treaty of Versailles issued Embargo Act 1807 under, by United Nations New World Legal Order pursuant to Resolution No. 108 and 109 amended in UNCTAD on October 4, 1982. At Cancun, Mexico. Duplicate copy. 1. Under ratification of the vital banking instruments presented by the spokesman of Group of 77, Head of State, and President of the Republic of the Philippines Ferdinand Edrelin Marcos. 2. The state respects the United Nations Charter to Charter Article 2 ECOSOC Article 55 Special Resolution Proviso Article 57 and 63. That they considered the final recommendation of the conference towards an international endorsement of a new trade policy for development using the TVM-LSM-666 Trust Asset around the world under 50 to 20 policy ended 2005. 3. The state promote under Manila Declaration of Code. The Code of Ethic, Code of Conduct, Code of K.O.R.A.N, Code of Redeemer, Code of Trust Account Coded Name protected by Article 1405 Law on Secrecy of a Deposits supported by Treaty of Versailles and several treaties is duly amended. 4. The state promotes the world of trust and banking institutions, the rules of law and person promote physical, intellectual social justice. 5. The state shall promote social justice, to ensure the dignity, welfare, security, for the sole holder of the trust asset vested by the rights of ownership under the rules of law established by the International Court of Justice under Almsted U.S. 277, U.S. 438. Those who violated the mutual agreement is punishable in the International Court of Justice Paris, France and subject foreclosure and operation embargo under banking law of bailment. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President United States of America. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Gregorio S. Licorice, ESP Governor. Signed, TVM-LSM-666, owner of World Trust Fund, Trilateral ID number 54 32 11 01 10. Seal of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. Seal of the Department of the Treasury. Signed, TVM-LSM-666, owner of World Trust Fund, Trilateral ID number 54 32 11 01 10. Page 16 of 45. Based on Statement Number 5 of the Trilateral Commission's Order, Operation Embargo Act 1807 is enforceable to bailees, who are liable for violating the mutual agreement about my rights of ownership, and they are criminally punishable in the International Court of Justice. Consequently, they will be lawfully arrested, instantly incarcerated, and their establishments and properties will be also closed or seized. 5. The state shall promote social justice, to ensure the dignity, welfare, security, for the sole holder of the trust asset vested by the rights of ownership under the rules of law established by the International Court of Justice under Almsted U.S. 277, U.S. 438. Those who violated the mutual agreement is punishable in the International Court of Justice Paris, France and subject foreclosure and operation embargo under banking law of bailment. Done in Cancun, Mexico this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President, United States of America. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Gregorio S. Licorice, BSP Governor. Signed, TVM-LSM-666, owner of World Trust Fund, Trilateral ID number 54 32 11 01 10. I'm the successor of David Rockefeller 1915-2017 in his chairmanship of the Trilateral Commission, which can sanction a country to declare war. As the Trilateral Commission's chairman, I can economically shut down any allied and non-allied nation, which failed to implement the World Economic, Social, and Cultural Development Project. As the 7th Star Governor-General of the United Nations and the Supreme Commander of the International Bureau of Central Interpol, I can also command military and police forces. Group of Trilateral Commission of Global Funder Ronald Reagan, President United States of America. David Rockefeller, Chairman Trilateral Commission. Jimmy Carter, Trilateral Commission ex-President of USA. Ferdinand D. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Tiburcio V. Marcos, Alpha Omega World Chairman, holder of the 7th Golden Key of White Stallion. Page 17 of 45. The Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System officially issued on August 11, 1983 my identification number C60-84-7940 VM-LSM-666, my code name, identifying me as Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, coded LSM-666, 777. AAA K.O.R.AN C1 C2, and as the World Assets Holder, and confirming to all Board of Governors worldwide about my identification. Jose Bautista Cruzan, who was my consanguineal trust depositor, signed my identification, which was issued by Dr. Preston Martin, who was an American banker and the Federal Reserve Board's vice chairman. Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. Washington, D.C. 20551. To all Board of Governors worldwide, acknowledged by the authority of United States Treasury, in accordance with U.S. Federal Reserve System, given identity to Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, coded LSM 666, 777, AAA K.O.R.AN C1 C2, holder of the World Asset Access Reserve Trust for 5,020 years. Redeemers Code number 1738-777. The U.S. Treasury, identified, pursuant to USA Public Law 87-66, cited old series currency, used as asset as backup of Metal S Adjustment Act under Section 5, provided to act as holder of several treaties under Security Code MR 576 CF FIL, Global Immunity with 7 counts of gents. Decree and LOI. Therefore, upon the execution of the special proviso, the U.S. Federal Reserve System issued identification number C60-84-7940 VM-LSM-666. Done in Washington, D.C. 20551 this 11th day of August 1983. Confirmed by. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruzan Phil, Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, Preston Martin, Vice Chairman of U.S. Federal Reserve. Page 18 of 45. By the authority of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, the Department of the U.S. Treasury issued my ID number IC 60-84-79. The U.S. Treasury and the Federal Reserve System officially acknowledge on July 11, 1979 to all boards of governors of the central banks and the international government monetary authorities the backup of a series of currencies, based on my asset commodities regarding C1 C2 1921777. The U.S. Treasury's issuance of my ID number is authenticated by the Trilateral Commission of the Global Fund or ID number 53 42 11 01 10. As the Commission's chair, I can utilize the industrially generated wealth of the trilateral countries in 1 North America, 2 Europe, and 3 Japan. Department of the Treasury. Office of the General Counsel. Washington, D.C. 20220. To all Board of Governor of the World Central Banks. International Government Monetary Authorities. By the authority of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System, Washington, D.C. 2055-1 and Department of the U.S. Treasury in accordance with Public Law 87-66, cited old and new series of currency, used TVM-LSM-666 asset commodities for the consonance of our objective purposes to back up the C1 C2 1921777 maturity 2005. Adjustment Act under Section 5 provided to act, or undertaking the position of Mr. Jose Bautista Cruz, Cruz and Philippines, holder of Redeemer's Code 1738-777, U.S. Treasury Code MR 576 CF Phil. Therefore, upon the execution of this special proviso, we hereby issue the identifier of TVM-LSM-666, ID number IC 60-84-7-9 supported by Treaty of Perpetual, authenticated by the Trilateral Commission of Global Funder ID number 54-32-11-01-10. Done in Washington, D.C. 20220 this 11th day of July 1979. Sincerely. Signed, Russell L. Monk, Assistant General Counsel. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz, Trust Depositor of Victory Notes. Signed, T. Page Nelson, Director Foreign Currency. The Trilateral Commission. ID number 01. Know all men by these presents. By virtue of power vested by the Allied Nations, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus TVM is registered in Trilateral Society of Global Funder with Trilateral ID number 54-32-11-01. Titular Decree 010-2208, Republic Act 5445-54. Registered in the 7 Book and 7 Seal authorized under the 12 Tables and 12 Emperors of Roman law by Judge Schumann. The name Leo Steve Marcus LSM is registered in the Bank International Settlement with LSM Security Code 11-01-12-33-45-1-88-8. Protected by Treaty of Perpetual Relation CR 1949, founder of 7th White Stallion. Recognized by the World Organization as the owner and sole signatory of the World Mutual Trust Deposit and undertaking the Code of K.O.R.A.N. Flat, AAA, 777, MCD bearing a diplomatic and consular minister, owner Article 426, 427 and 428. Done in United States of America this 11th of August 1981. Signed, Donald F. McHenry, U.S. Ambassador United Nations. Signed, Jimmy Carter, Chairman Trilateral Commission. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Spokesman of UN Group of 77. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, United Nations. Jimmy Carter, then Chairman of the Trilateral Commission, and Marcos as President of the Republic of the Philippines were the co-signatories of these officials Donald F. McHenry and Kurt Waldheim. of the United Nations in the Commission's issuance of my ID. They confirmed on August 11, 1981 that I'm duly registered as Tiburcio Villamor Marcus TVM. In the Trilateral Commission of the Global Funder with Trilateral ID number 53, 42, 11, 01, 10 and my titular decree 010-2208. I'm the owner and sole signatory of the World Mutual Trust Deposit. My code name, Leo Steve Marcus LSM, is also registered in the Bank of International Settlements, that is controlled by the Rothschilds. Page 19 of 45. The Group of Trilateral Commission of Global Funder issued this document on October 4, 1981. Alpha Omega. From the desk of the Group of Trilateral Commission of Global Funder, member of the Board of Trustee as follows. Therefore the documents on file under LSM code, Trilateral ID number 54, 32, 11, 01, 10, LSM 666, 11, 01, 12, 33 45, 1-88, 8. Revelation 2010-11 The founder of 7th White Stallion Archangel Michael Almatin is protector under by order of Melchizedek, and from the desk of 12 Table, Group of Emperor, Judge Shaman of the Roman Law, since 1405. The Bank of International Settlement CH 4002 Battle, Switzerland and Credit Suisse First Boston 17 Rudy Lawson 1211 at Geneva granted and justified of the code LSM Alpha Omega Titular Decree number 010-22-7408 in accordance with Republic Act 54, 45-54 under the 7 Book and 7 Seal authorized. Done in Geneva, Conference Palace del Nations this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1981. David Rockefeller, Jimmy Carter, Zbigniew Brzezinski, Walter Mondale, Henry Kissinger, Peter Carrington, TVM-LSM-666. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President, United States of America. Signed, David Rockefeller, Chairman, Trilateral Commission. Signed, Jimmy Carter Trilateral Commission, ex-President of USA. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Tiburcio V. Marcos, Alpha Omega World Chairman, holder of the 7th Golden Key of White Stallion. Original. Therefore the documents on file under LSM code, Trilateral ID number 54, 32, 11, 01, 10, LSM 666, 11, 01, 12, 33, 45, 1, 888. Revelation 2010-11 The founder of 7th White Stallion Archangel Michael Almatin is protector under by order of Melchizedek, and from the desk of 12 Table, Group of Emperor, Judge Shaman of the Roman Law, since 1405. The Bank of International Settlement CH 4002 Battle, Switzerland and Credit Suisse First Boston 17 Rudy Lawson 1211 at Geneva granted and justified of the code LSM Alpha Omega Titular Decree number 010-22-7408 in accordance with Republic Act 5445-54 under the 7 Book and 7 Seal authorized. The 1981 Group of Trilateral Commission consisted of these officials: David Rockefeller, Jimmy Carter, Zbigniew Brzezinski, Walter Mondale, Henry Kissinger, Peter Carrington. TVM-LSM-666. Page 20 of 45. As the Federal Reserve System's Vice Chairman, Dr. Martin confirmed on August 11, 1979 that I'm the trust account's absolute owner regarding the U.S. notes Victory notes issued by the federal government and my crime-free asset commodities, which are also free from liens and encumbrances. The USA is a corporation ruled from the Crown in the City of London. The Federal Reserve System is the Crown's privately owned company. I'm the sole owner, neither the Rothschilds nor other ruling families in the Crown, of the vast gold bullion deposited in the Fed's 13 treasury vaults. Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. Washington, D.C. 2055 1. Waiver of rights, interest and participation. Transfer of ownership in favor to TVM-LSM-666. Know all men by these present. That I, Jose Bautista cross-coded Cruzan, Philippines, legal age, depositor in trust of Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, legal heir of Queen Enemisha Cruz Villamor Marcos, Her Majesty Queen of Spain, owner of El Banco Español Filipino de Esabel Segundo and Hacienda Reslos Filipino archipelago consisting of 7,169 islands and islets, holder of the gold, and use the asset and commodities to back up. C1 C2 up to C19 C-21-777 coded 01. 22 Aberinatang Dynasty Lichua TMCD Kingfisher Harbor King JPR protected by Treaty of Israel-Palestine, Treaty of Versailles, Redeemers Code number 17. 38-777, and New World Legal Order number 1XX1XX with global immunity covered by international insurance, maturity in the year 2005, and implementation of project in the year 2007. Copy of the documents as to it. 1. Claim number 710XX, 01-60-84-7-9. Treasury Code ID number IC60-84-7-9 and US Federal ID number 60-84-7-9. 2. U.S. currency notes issued by Federal Government of the United States of America known as Victory Notes Series 66 held under Special Certificate of Trust Deposit totaling of 21 lots 21. Respectively deposited on the account numbers ICXXX2700 and IC60-84-7. 9 Barclays Bank London, UK and Chase Manhattan New York, United States of America. 3. All trust accounts are deposited in United States dollar, account number 9-84-53-70-8433-4-10, certificate number C1 a totaling of 21 lots deposited under the account number 98-45. 27-0085. 43410 and 37 billion United States dollar protected under Republic Act 1405 the law on secrecy of bank deposits, adopting banking laws of bailment. All information are disclosed in right time. Therefore, I hereby turn over, waive my rights and participation, transfer, and convey over the trust asset mentioned above in favor to legal heir Tiburcio Villamor Marcos coded TVM-LSM-666, assigned with consideration in accordance with Court Order Republic Act 26, copy of documents herein attached, proof of identity and all originals are lodged in the vault of U.S. Treasury, U.S. Federal Reserve. Barclays Bank, Chase Manhattan Bank. Recorded under the supervision of Trilateral Society Act No. 61 supported by Global Immunity, 7 counts of gents, insured by International Insurance Company, with Security Code 50-20 and Redeemers Code 17-38-777. Therefore, further the asset commodities has been locked in trust, free from all liens and encumbrances, and no criminal origin. Upon the execution of this document, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, coded TVM-LSM-666, is the absolute owner and undertaker of the trust account mentioned above. Done in the office of the U.S. Treasury this 11th of August 1979. Signed, Jose Bautista Cruz, Cruzan, Philippines. Victory notes, Trust Depositor of TVM-LSM-666. Confirmed, signed, Preston Martin, Vice Chairman of U.S. Federal Reserve. Confirmed, signed, Patrick S. Strauss, AS2, 763. Confirmed, signed, Catherine Wilhelm, CY 375, Chase. Confirmed, signed, Paul Davidson, XXXXXX Treasury. Confirmed, signed, Donald Rosenskrig, XXXXXX, Barclays. Confirmed by, signed, Tiburcio V. Marcus, Solona, signatory, C1, C2, C19, CXXXXXX. Signed, Attorney Fredruz Castro, Notary Public, until December 1979, PTR number 83, 69, 75, 6. Victory Documentary, 4 centavos. Page 21 of 45. A copy of the certificate reveals my deposit of 80,000 metric tons of gold in the Treasury Vault of Citibank North America, Fort Knox, where the 13th Federal Reserve Bank is located in the United States of America. None of the gold stored in the 13 bullion depositories or treasury vaults of the Federal Reserve System belongs to the Rothschild family and other ruling families in the Crown in the City of London. The Rothschilds, and others, merely serve as my public front in the Fed. Central Bank of the Philippines. Office of the Monetary Board. Manila. Certificate of Depositor. In trust deposit. This certificate that there have been deposited in the Treasury Vault of Citibank, N.A. located in head office New York 10043 USA, care of John S. Reed, Chairman and CEO, with full obligation and responsibility the following trust accounts. Citibank N.A., Fort Knox. Head office New York 10043 USA. 1. Trust account number 7779111. 2. Trust account number 7771211. Volume 80,000 metric tons of gold AU. Purity 999.9. Fineness. Warehouse, Fort Knox. Trust depositor, Jose Antonio de la Paz alias Severino Santa Romana and others. Asset owner code, TVM-LSM-666, Harbor King, 2005. Restructure date, 1983. Maturity, 2005. And which shall be free from all liens and encumbrances, no criminal origin covered by insurance, immunity, and security code 50202005. Done in the office of the Monetary Board of Central Bank of the Philippines this 14 of October in the year of our Lord 1983. Signed, Jaime C. Lea, Governor, Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcus, President, Legal Counsel of TVM-LSM-666. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz alias Severino Santa Romana et al. Trust depositor of TVM-LSM-666. Signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, owner, sole signatory. Citibank. Page 22 of 45. This Supreme Court order officially confirms that I'm the successor of El Banco Español HSBC, founded by Sir Thomas Sutherland, and El Banco Español Filipino de Esabel Segundo, or El Banco Español Filipino Offshore Capital, have asset commodities lodged in trust in various prime banks around the world, including HSBC. Seal of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Supreme Court of the Philippines, Manila. Supreme Court Order. With the blessing of our Supreme Being, with this judicial enhancement over victims of injustice and greatest land and gold grabbers headed by ex-President Diosdado Macapagal, the Secretary of Finance, the Monetary Authority, the Solicitor General per submission report of National Bureau of Investigation NBI, and the Blue Ribbon Committee, the head of state failed to deviate, entering with the last successor heir of Prince Julian Macleod. Tallano family clan, owner of Hacienda Filipina Archipelago OCT-01-4, consisting of 7,169 islands and islets, protected by Presidential Decree 1143, and El Banco Español Filipino de Esabel Segundo, or El Banco Español Filipino Offshore Capital, protected by Presidential Decree 1034. The First Bullion Bank of the Philippines have 77 subsidiaries around the world, controlled by trust deposit, asset commodities lodged in trust in different prime banks around the world, to mention Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation HSBC, banks in Hong Kong, banks in China, banks in Switzerland, Union Bank of Switzerland, banks in Germany, banks in Asian and European nations. Therefore, by virtue of court order in accordance with Republic Act 26, Section 4, all asset commodities, gold deposits, shall be withdrawn by code TVM-LSM-666 El Banco Español Offshore Capital, owned by Tiburcio Villamor Marcus. Therefore, further, ordering the Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation that Tiburcio Villamor Marcus is the successor of El Banco Español HSBC, managed by Sir Thomas Sutherland, appointed founder of Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation HSBC, where the asset commodities properties are integral part of the gift of love, last will and testament, and bilateral Minesfield successor breakthrough agreement signed by international government. Protected by several treaties, global immunities, securities, gents, and redeemers code 1738 to 777. Henceforth, further, all servicing prime banks refuse to coordinate to the world legal order under Declaration of Principles and State Policies, pursuant to Section 3 and the Law of Ownership Article 426, 427 and 428. Shall not be excused to the hammer of the law and penalty thereof. The government of the Philippines was lost upon the issuance of subpoena duces tactum issued by the Court of First Instance, incorporated under LRC Civil Case No. 3957P in 7th Judicial District of Reso Branch 28, 1974, adopted the Embargo Act 1807 and the Rules of Trilateral Nations. Article 61. To execute starting in 2005. So order. Supreme Court of the Philippines, Padre Pora, Manila, this 11th of August 1977. Signed, Fred Ruz Castro, Chief Justice, Supreme Court of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Enrique Agana, Presiding Judge. Signed, Roberto V. Reyes, Assistant Executive Secretary of the President. Documentary stamps. Seal of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Seal of the President of the Philippines. Original copy. Page 23 of 45. My trustee code named Severino Santa Romano with account number 01-10-11 2345 has the cash account deposit of $100 trillion in the HSBC Bank of Los Angeles, California on October 2, 1972. HSBC is one of the banks of El Banco Español Filipino de Esabel Segundo. HSBC Bank of Los Angeles, California. October 2nd, 1972. Severino Santa Romana. Cash account holder. Statement of account. Account number 01 10 11 23 45. Account code MCD as integral part of cash. Cash account deposit $100 trillion. Bank of Los Angeles, California, confirmed under full banking responsibility the safekeeping of the account described therein. This transaction is highly confidential and verification is not applicable. Only the account holder or account signatory is authorized to break the PIN code and password. If and when the code will be open, and engraved certificate vignette must be presented with the original documents of cash deposit gold key card of the master vault cash deposit, so that the cash amount stated therein could be released and withdrawn. $100 trillion. Severino Santa Romana. Along with the AOWDMP and its subsidiaries, you can also be my trustee, fellow implementer, benefactor, and beneficiary in the vast global projects, based on the ECOSOC Article 55, 56, 57, and 63. Page 24 of 45. The Central Bank of the Philippines (CBP) issued on August 11, 1965 this reconfirmation of custodial safekeeping receipt SKR from account code name Severino Santa Romana and others and Tan Kaki as administrator of TVM-LSM-666. The SKR reveals that 3,000 metric tons of gold and 1,000 metric tons of gold were apportioned to HSBC and Wing Lung Bank of Hong Kong and Great Britain, respectively, based on the delivery of 11,000 metric tons in the vault of POSIN Bank, a sister firm of People's Bank of China, which is the Central Bank of the People's Republic of China. You officially signed this SKR on my 17th birthday, Your Majesty. Tan Kaki. Top secret. Central Bank of the Philippines. Office of the Governor. Manila. POSIN Bank, Warehouse. Deposited in Trust CR 1965. Maturity 2005. Reconfirmation of custodial safekeeping receipt. From account code name Severino Santa Romana K.O.R.AN. Tan Kaki as administrator of TVM-LSM-666. Know all men by these present. We the trustee of TVM-LSM-666, sole owner, sole signatory of the 11,000 metric tons of gold, 11,000 metric tons of AU delivered the vault and warehouse of POSIN Lanka sister company of People's Bank of China stated that there have been deposited in trust under inter alia as follows. 1. POSIN Bank, 3,000 metric tons of gold. 2. HSBC, 3,000 metric tons of gold. 3. Chartered Bank, 3,000 metric tons of gold. 4. Hang Lung Bank, 1,000 metric tons of gold. 5. Wing Lung Bank, 1,000 metric tons of gold. Total, 11,000 metric tons of gold. Depository Bank, POSIN Bank Hong Kong. 1. GBC Trust Account Number, 11-8-33-01. 2. GBC Trust Account Number, 11-8-33-1. 3. GBC Trust Account Number, 11-8-33-2. Metal Account Number, 681, 11, 27, 85, original copy. Vault number, 377. Account code Depositor Severino Santa Romana et al. 09, 13, 77. Metal account number, 11, 23, 41, 4. Warehouse receipt number C31, 20, C31, 40, C31, 50, C31, 60 and C31, 99. Volume of 11,000 metric tons of gold. Solona, TVM-LSM-666, TVTM-777. Therefore, we certify that there have been deposited in trust of the above-mentioned bank in form of gold commodities as integral part of 217,500 metric tons of gold, 217,500 metric tons of AU, for Asian Pacific countries which shall be free, non-criminal origin and encumbrances, supported by international immunities. Several treaties, gents, LOI and Redeemers Code 1738, 777. Done in the Central Bank of the Philippines this 11th of August in the year of our Lord 1965. Signed, Andres V. Castillo, Central Bank Governor. Signed, Lyndon B. Johnson, President United States of America. Signed, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander, Allied and Non-Allied Nations. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II, Trilateral Society of Global Funder. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, Senate President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz. Signed, Tan Kaki. Seal of the President of the United States of America, Seal of U.S. Department of Treasury, Seal of the Board of Governors, U.S. Federal Reserve System, Seal of Alpha Omega World Development Marshall Program. Page 25 of 45. As President, Marcos officially issued this gold deposit certificate, Green Eagle Heritage Foundation, on January 20, 1981, signed by U.S. President Ronald Reagan, certifying that there have been deposited with the Bank of England 3 trillion USA uncut dollars supported by 10,000 metric tons of gold. Seal of the President of the Philippines, Seal of the President of the United States of America. United States of America uncut dollar. Republic of the Philippines, United States of America. Gold deposit certificate, Green Eagle Heritage Foundation. By authority of the President of the Republic of the Philippines, January 20, 1981, this certifies that there have been deposited with the Bank of England 3 trillion USA uncut dollars with pallet number 1259. 10,000 metric tons of AU, gold metal 99.99, January 20, 1981, done on this 20th day of January 1981, Manila, Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President, United States of America. The Bank of England officially issued this bank statement about the Ang Bagan Lipon on ABL note bond. The ABL literally means New Society legend. Overprinted on the bank notes was meant to symbolize then President Marcos' New Society, which marked the era of reforms on the government's social, economic, and political structure. Ang Bagan Liponan, note bond. DS 78 0 93 70 11 97 02, Obligation FO Certificate, Bank of England. Calculation profit and calculation tax, and bank statement. FLV 00 56 46 54 63, HC Trustee. GLN 00 67 65 77 77 5 78 09 37 LD 22. B. Invest, FLS Deposit, Profit, Presentation FLS, FLE Bank. 86, 75, 77, 5, 99, 67, 47, 77, 40, 09, 3.5%, 1.5%/P, D 2%, 77, 56, 40, 08, 94, 84, 53, 65, 3, 07, 83, 8x 86, 73, 76, 5, 3%, 4%/P, F 3%, 85, 64. 66, 00x9, 86, 75, 77, 3, 00, 78, 48, 84, 58, 56, 6%, 5%/N, D.L, XX 77, 45, 83x5, 8, 77, 56, 40x, 77, 56, 46x9, 97, 88, 4, 9%, 7%/B, GL%, 76, 64, 00, 89, 79, 34, 27, 76, 2, 77, 55, 46, 64, 00, 94, 4, 9.5%, 7.5%, HL%, XXX7, 57, 74, 40, AH00, 97, 00, AH00, 97, 33, AH00, 97, 11, AH00, 97, 44, AH00, 97, 22, AH00, 97, 55. GLN 00, 67, 65, 77, 33, 26, 75, 77, 73, 77, 00, 89, 39, 93, Bank of England, number XX07, 0x04, 53, 55, code XX67, 5, 00, 07, 88, 54, 00, 00x, 99, 5x26x2, PLG, International Code Number 77, 54, 00, X9, 73, 37XX44, 4, Deposit Code, XX54, 99, 97, 86, T, 77, 56, 45, 6x00, 0x94xxxx. Transaction BLD Code, 77, 58, 40, 07, 86, 88, 6 BLD 88, 67, 57, 77, 5. Account Guarantee, 00, 05, 75, 77, 00, 00, 03, 4, 00, 04. 40, 00, 03, 00, 00, 00, 00. Special Guarantee, 97x5, 67, 44, DLH, 77, 56, 30, 00, 94, 90, Code Transaction, 85, 67, 5. TDLH 77, 66, 40, 05, 94, 9x, Code of SLN Deposit, 77, 56, 49, 97, 55, 83, HLN 8XX7, 47, Legalized Transaction DCLD Banco, Finance of Central Ministry number XXX7 45 0x00 39. 4. FS COS MXXX DHLN Bank. President of Director number 61 87 02 11 Orzo HC 78 70 98 70 99 LD 21 87 09 Foster DMXXRT. Bank of England, NCT 76 02 79 67 80 02. Deposit Code Guarantee, Deposit FAH number 78 09X7 09 87 HC 21 27 03 0X IMF. Deposit MAR number 28 70 98 LC 28 91 10 70 21 8 IMF. Deposit IMF number 48 70 03 22 18 70 9 IMM. Deposit IMM number 18 70 98 70 28 IMF. Deposit RDF number 27 87 0x57 02 3 IMF. FCD Date Bank, Bank of England, BE, Metal, Signature, International, IMF, London, Thumark. Date code 18 27, Bank of England. Page 26 of 45. In addition to the Central Bank of Great Britain with account worth of $19 with 57 zeros sponsored by 500,000 metric tons of gold, these are your other 15 Commonwealth realms' respective central banks, which are sponsored by vast gold bullion, based on the Treasury certificate. 1. Central Bank of Antigua and Barbuda with account worth $100 billion sponsored by 9,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1981. Page 42 of the PDF format. 2. Central Bank of Australia with account worth $350 billion sponsored by 12,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 43. 3. Central Bank of Bahamas with account worth $100 billion sponsored by 9,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 44. 4. Central Bank of Barbados with account worth $50 billion sponsored by 6,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1967. Page 45. 5. Central Bank of Belize with account worth $50 billion sponsored by 6,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1981. Page 45. 6. Central Bank of Canada with account worth $800 followed by 21 zeros sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 46. 7. Central Bank of Grenada with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 55. 8. Central Bank of Jamaica with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 61. 9. Central Bank of New Zealand with account worth $60 trillion sponsored by 12,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966, page 68. 10. Central Bank of Papua New Guinea with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 70. 11. Central Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 72. 12. Central Bank of St. Lucia with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 72. 13. Central Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines with account worth $200 billion sponsored by 10,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 72. 14. Central Bank of Tuvalu with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 79. 15. Central Bank of Solomon Islands with account worth of $500 billion sponsored by 20,000 metric tons of gold and time deposited with 4% per annum on January 1, 1966. Page 73. Page 27 of 45. This Supreme Court order verified the export of diamonds, platinum, and gold deposited in trust through Banka Narodna Yugoslavia to European countries under long-term investment program, and deposited by my trust are represented by Severino Santaramana. I am also identified as the last successor heir of the Gold Reserve Trust deposit. Supreme Court of the Philippines, Manila. Supreme Court order. With the blessing of our Supreme Being, with this judicial enhancement over victim of injustice and greatest land grabber scandals, the Republic of the Philippines represented by ex-President Diaz Dagoma Capital, the Secretary of Finance, the Solicitor General through Blue Ribbon Committee failed to deviate, entering with the last successor heir of Prince Julian Macleod Tallano, owner of gold bullion, through El Banco Espanol Filipino and Hacienda Filipina archipelago consisting of 7,169 islands and islets. But to settle once and for all the real estate properties covered by TOC-01-4 together with the return of precious metals and stones. The gold bullion 617,500 metric tons managed by Central Bank of the Philippines, maturity 2005 as loan for 50 years for the backup of legal tender currency. The 1 million platinum, gold and diamond precious stone all AAACR 99-01-58-99-01-58 8 plus baby box managed by Banka Narodna Yugoslavia exported to European countries and Asian Pacific countries under long-term investment program, deposited by the truster of Tiburcio Villamor. Marcus coded TVM-LSM-666 represented by Father Jose Antonio Diaz alias Severino Santaramana and his 18 aliases et al., assisted by TVM-LSM-666 legal counsel attorney Ferdinand Evelyn Marcus and Mr. Soekarno of Indonesia Codina. Therefore whereof, in accordance with Republic Act Number 26, Section 4, that said 50 years gold reserved trust deposit could only be withdrawn by the last successor heir Tiburcio Villamor Marcus coded TVM-LSM 666 Abahabo King Kingfisher K.O.R.AN and a flat first. King 01-0-22-740 etc. 2005. Therefore further we the undersigned order, that all lands and gold grabbers, is amending and has ratified, since the decision is final dated December 14, 1973 with prejudice and pronouncement as to pay, cost suit and damages with substantial relief of 2 billion pesos. 2 billion.00 plus 77% interest per annum effective March 21, 1974. All copy of this order address, to Register of Deeds nationwide and implementation of Embargo Act 1807. The Honorable Register of Deeds of the Province of Rizal and Bulacan to comply these orders return all properties to the new successor heir Tiburcio Villamor Marcus coded TVM-LSM-666, in consonance of the lands, precious stone and metals, the judgment order, otherwise, defiance by any means, construed as an obstruction of justice therefore contempt of court should be applied with heavy penalty. Against defying, Register of Deeds, Secretary of Finance, and Central Bank of the Philippines. So ordered. Supreme Court of the Philippines, March 21, 1974. Duly signed by Fred Ruz Castro, Chief Justice, Supreme Court of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Enrique Agana, Executive Judge, Court of Pasay. Signed, Antonio M. Robles, Commissioner, Land Registration Commission. Seal of the Supreme Court of the Philippines. Seal of the President of the Philippines. Seal of Bureau of Land Philippines. Age 28 of 45. I'm the sole/signatory of the 50-year World Asset Reserve of 1 million metric tons of diamonds, 1 million metric tons of platinum, and 1 million metric tons of gold deposited in trust in European countries through Narodna Banka Yugoslavij National Bank of Yugoslavia. Your European monarch has greatly benefited from my immense treasure. Seal of the President of United States of America. Seal of United States National Security Agency. Seal of the Trilateral Commission. Seal of the Central Intelligence Agency. Seal of United Nations. Gold. Platinum. The Trilateral Commission. Certificate of Depositor. Hapohagaka Jerakabnj. Narodna Banka Yugoslavij. 29xi 1973. CR 99 01 58 01 90 48 5 88 80B. A. 1 million metric tons of diamonds. B. 1 million metric tons of platinum. C. 1 million metric tons of gold. Know all men by these present. We certify that President Ferdinand E. Marcos of the Republic of the Philippines in his personal capacity depositor in trust representing to sign the General Memorandum of Agreement in behalf of the Filipino people, hereby waive his right and participation over the above-mentioned commodities in favor to TVM-LSM-666, sole signatory of the World Asset Reserve for 50 years in European countries. Deposited in trust through Hapohagaka Jerakabnj dated the 11th of November 1973, ended 2005 with sole discretionary power of Tiburcio Villamor Marcus coded TVM-LSM-666. Copy of documents herein attached of the following items, inventories. 1. AAA, 18, 77, 91, 2. 2. AAA, 51, 30, 82, 1. 3. AAA, 61, 90, 48, 5. 4. AAA, 67, 89, 63, 6. 5. AAA, 67, 36, 23, 2. 6. AAA, 18, 77, 91, 2. 7. AAA, 51, 30, 82, 1. 8. AAA, 61, 90, 48, 5. 9. AAA 67 89 63 6. 10 AAA 67 36 23 2. 11 AA 100 pieces 99 01 58 99 02 58. 12 SFD 29XI 1973. A. Rikishina 057. B. Peter Lines 058. C. Aquinonsburn 059. Based on the decision International Certificate of Transaction and Diamond International and Metal Deposit. Page 1 of 2. Page 29 of 45. I'm the real owner of the said assets, commodities, diamonds, platinum, and gold, including the 2% interest per annum for 50 years, and these are protected by Treaty of Versailles and international immunities, and they are free and clear of any liens and encumbrances, and without criminal origin. Unlawfully inherited the world asset reserve from my father. In lien of these foregoing deposits in trust, is movable, removable in the year 2005, in accordance with Court Order Republic Act 26, and the Law of Ownership Article 426, 427 and 428. This foregoing deposits, the Hopohagaka Jarakardanj reciprocated, in issuing the deposit of 500 billion Yugoslavian dinar and all deposit covered by Jarakardanj Yugoslavij Insurance Certificate CR number 9901 58 *****. A. 680,000 carats of diamond, platinum, gold bullion in bars. Photocopy is on file. This foregoing deposit is protected by the Treaty of Versailles, Redeemer number 1738-777 securities, gents, and international immunities issued to Tiburcio Villamor Marcus coded TVM-LSM-666 K.O.R.AN, as the real owner of the above-mentioned asset commodities, including the 2% interest per annum. This security are cleared, non-criminal origin, free and clear of any liens and encumbrances, no harassment under the Charter, to Charter of United Nations Article 2. Therefore, further upon execution of this banking instrument supported by banking law or bailment, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus coded TVM-LSM-666 is the absolute owner. Done in Cancun, Mexico, October 4, 1982. Signed by. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Spokesman of G77. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President, United States of America. Signed, Zamanek Ruxbefera, Zamanek Guvera, Yugoslav legislator. Signed, Jean Duan Jordan Kirkpatrick, U.S. Ambassador of the United Nations. Signed, Kurt Waldheim, Secretary General, UNCTAD. Signed, Jaime C. Leyer, Governor of Central Bank. Confirmed by, signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, /owner/sole signatory coded TVM-LSM-666. Acknowledgement. Republic of the Philippines. Batasang Pambansa. Diliman, Quezon City. SS. Before me, a notary public for the city of Quezon under the IBP rule personally appeared His Excellency President Ferdinand E. Marcos, who waived his right and participation over the gold bullion and other commodities, AAA in favor of his son Tiburcio Villamor Marcos coded TVM-LSM-666 known as successor heir of the Code of K.O.R.AN, all known to me, and to me known to be the same persons who executed this instrument, on this voluntary acts and deeds. Witness whereof I hereunder to set my hand and notary seal this 8th of October in the year of our Lord 1982. Document number 1314. Page number 88. Book number 42. Series of 1982. Signed, Attorney Ponciano H. Alivio. Notary Public, until December 31st, 1982. PTR number 83, 69, 77, 4. Page 2 or 2. Page 30 of 45. Based on this official document, President Ferdinand E. Marcos confirmed on November 11, 1974 that I'm his son who is the sole heir and successor of all gold and platinum bullion, and diamonds. As the sole signatory and sole owner, I signed this paper for Narodna Banka Yugoslavije.
Hapana Gaka Jerakabnj, Narodna Banka Yugoslavije. Transaction code Ferdinand E. Marcos-Orlaa. Waiver of rights, interest with deed of undertaking of transfer of right. Ferdinand E. Marcos legal depository in trust of my son Tiburcio Villamor Marcos, sole heir, successor of all gold bullion, diamond 680,000 XXS, and platinum in bars. Based on the decision International Certificate of Transaction Diamond International and Metal Deposit, I signed and cited in trust the above-mentioned asset commodities in the Bank of Hapana Gaka Jerakabnj Narodna Banka Yugoslavije. Dated XX of November 1973 with the presence and witness by Central Bank Governor Jaime C. Lea, 3 Amanik-Rixbefer as Amanik-Governora. All certificates of AAA, Certificate of Issuing Banka Poha Baka Jerakabnj Narodna Banka Yugoslavije, Mother Box CR-990-158. Mother Box number FFR 411, 428, 6. Total of 22 boxes covered by Treasury Certificate number CR 990-158 Certificate of the Depositor. Certificate of Inventory List CR 990-158 and Insurance Certificate number 990-158. Diamond Certificate AAA 990-1588. Contract Yugoslavije. Certificate of Assay. Delivery Receipt CR 1973. CR 990-158. CR 411, 426, 8. CR 990-1588. CR 619, 015, 8. CR 411, 426, 8. CR 888, 0B. CR 880, 1B. A. 1 million metric tons of diamonds. B. 1 million metric tons of platinum. C. 1 million metric tons of gold. Therefore, further upon the execution of this document, Tiburcio Villamor Marcos coded LSM-666 is the absolute owner and undertaking of the fund investment mentioned, with the Hapana Gaka Jerakabnj Narodna Banka Yugoslavije, maturity 2005. Done the 11th of September 11, 1974 under Proclamation 1081A. Decree 010-22-740A. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines, Trust Depositor of TVM-LSM-666, signed, Haile Selassie, Governor, Central Bank, signed, 3 Amanik, Ruxbethera, Zamanik, Gouverneur, signed, Tiburcio v. Marcus, Solona, sole signatory.
One million metric tons each commodity, diamonds, platinum, gold, deposit in Yugoslavia. Page 31 of 45. With reference to his book, entitled The Biggest Secret 1999, pages 192 to 194, David Voronike claims that the Virginia Company of London, which was an English joint stock company chartered by King James I of England in April 1606 to establish a colony in North America, changed its name in 1783 to the United States, which is the British Royal's private corporation. Online references reveal that the United States is still a British colony. The IMF, the bank, is the United Nations parent organization that is over the Federal Reserve System that owns the United States Incorporated. Source goo.gl/xsquqp. The US Treasury is the IMF, which is under my chairmanship. You and I can utilize the Federal Reserve System and the World Asset Reserve for humanity. President Marcos initiated the first Manila Summit Conference, now the ASEAN Summit, on October 24 to 25, 1966, and the Volcanic Summit Law on January 24 to 25, 1967, earmarking $500 Callion $500. Followed by 42 zeros, which is the lawful source of the IBS, for the forthcoming Divine Master Plan of the New World Society. As President Marcos' legitimate son, successor heir, and trustee, I'm the implementer of the Divine Master Plan regarding the ECOSOC Article 55. There are other legitimate vast resources intended not only for the peoples of all your 16 Commonwealth realms, but also for the peoples of the world. The peoples of the United States of America and others will greatly benefit from the new bilateral trilateral mines field breakthrough successor agreement from 2017 to 2037, which President Trump and I recently approved for renewal regarding the expired 1950 BMBSA. You signed as member of the Trilateral Society of Global Fund of the CBP's reconfirmation of custodial SKR August 11, 1965 about the apportionment of 3,000 metric tons and 1,000 metric tons of gold to HSBC and Wing Lung Bank, respectively, in Possum Bank's vault. HSBC, which has its headquarters in London, United Kingdom, seems to ignore me as the heir of the Code of the King of Recognized Asset Nations K.O.R.A.N. Please help me lawfully enforce the Trilateral Commission's Order Operation Embargo Act 1807 regarding blatant violations of the mutual agreement about my rights of ownership by HSBC and other trustee banks, various establishments and persons all over the world. You deserve to be my fellow advocate as concerns the AOWDMP's governance of my immense global assets, which are the financial backbone of all allied and non-allied nations. We are the power behind the Committee of 300 under the direction of the Illuminati, which dominates the financial systems of the world. Page 32 of 45. You, Presidents Gerald R. Ford and Marcos, and others officially issued on October 4, 1976 a copy of this reconfirmation of trust deposit to 9 World Bank and 7 IMFL Banco Español Offshore Capital DTVM with the sum of $300 followed by 39 zeros protected by several treaties and global immunities and free from all liens and encumbrances, and without criminal origin. Office of the President of the Philippines. Malacanang Palace, Manila. Reconfirmation of trust deposit in trust to 9 World Bank and 7 IMFL Banco Espanol Offshore Capital DTVM. Original copy, the Bank International Settlement Switzerland, Credit Suisse and Netherlands certified the special grant under Global Account Code of AAAO01-4 as umbrella code of INARABA TVM-LSM-666 in form of MCD as backup of uncut US dollars, yen, euro, NKD, RM fund transfer all over the world, CB Circular 343 PD number 1034 and CB clearance. Peso to dollar TVM-LSM-666 as legal proponent project ECOSOC United Nations Article 55, 57, and 63. We further certified the Board of Governors pursuant to Ministerial Summit held on 4th day of October 1976 in Manila. The said trust assets of codename flat AAAO01-4 MCD, the sum of dollars 300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0.00 protected by several treaties, global immunities declared no criminal origin, no lens and encumbrances, since 1851 covered by irrevocable letters of authority issued to Solaire, sole signatory in favor to TVM-LSM-666 as follows. Account Control Code, US Fed ID number C60 84 79, UST ID number IC60 84 79. Account number 97 54 3201 10 740A. Verification with Bloomberg Screen, ICFAAA 13 00 300. QSIP number 775-12 00 300-77. This coupon are recorded in St. Vincent West Indies with insurance company and all assets withdrawable after maturity year 2009 or restructuring. If the commercial banking system institution coordinate the bilateral Mimesfield successor breakthrough agreement in accordance with section 7, 10, and 11. Done in Malacanang Palace this 4th day of October 1976. Signed, T. Page Nelson, Director, Foreign Currency. Signed, Weston Martin, Vice Chairman U.S. Federal Reserve. Signed, Gerald R. Ford, President United States of America. Signed, Gaston Egmont Thorne, President UN General Assembly. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II, Head of Trilateral Commission. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President Republic of the Philippines. Currently, I'm the chairman of 10 world banks, which include the American Indian Sovereign Nation and Central Bank as the 10th World Bank. Page 33 of 45. The Board of Governors of the Central Bank of the Philippines officially issued on October 4, 1976 this certificate ownership trusteeship about my account with the sum of us 300 followed by 39 zeros. President Marcos and Ford officially signed on October 4, 1976 this certificate in trust to 9 world banks and 7 IMF. Central Bank of the Philippines. Office of the Monetary Board of Governor. Manila. Certificate of Depositor, Ownership Trusteeship. In trust to 9 World Bank's 7 International Monetary Fund IMF. Deposited in special grant under Global Account Code AAAO01-4. Mother Account Code of K.O.R.AN, flat MCD-LSM-666 in a USD. Protected by Treaty of Perpetual PD No. 1034, 1453 and Act No. 6426. Know all men by these presents. We the Board of Governors pursuant to the multilateral, annual ministerial summit held on 4th of October 1976, certified that there have been trust account per record ledger to ledger, recorded in the Bank for International Settlement CH 4002 Basel, Switzerland and Credit Suisse Geneva 1211. Switzerland as integral part of 1950 bilateral minefield successor breakthrough agreement exported to European countries. We further certify these trust account of AAAO01-4 flat MCD K.O.R.AN the sum of dollars 300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0000, backup of AU metals, diamond and platinum withdrawable after maturity year 2007 protected by Treaty of General Agreement, Global Immunity, Security Insurance, no lien and encumbrances in accordance with account number 97, 54, 32, 01, 10 as Special Global Account Code Number 01022-74-OA. Done in the office of the Board of Governor of Central Bank of the Philippines this 4th of October in the year of our Lord 1976. Signed, Gregorio Licorice, Governor of Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Legal Counsel of TVM-LSM-666. Signed, Gerald R. Ford, President United States of America. Signed, Gaston Egmont Thorne, President of the General Assembly of the United Nations. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II, Head of Trilateral Commission. Signed, Fred Ruz Castro, Chief Justice, Supreme Court of the Philippines. Certificate of Depositor Ownership Trusteeship. In trust to 9 World Banks, 7 International Monetary Fund IMF deposited in special grant under Global Account Code AAAO01-4 Mother Account Code of K.O.R.AN, flat MCD-LSM 666 in a USD protected by Treaty of Perpetual PD No. 1034. 1453, and Act No. 6426. Know all men by these presents. We the Board of Governors pursuant to the multilateral, annual ministerial summit held on 4th of October 1976, certified that there have been trust account per record ledger to ledger, recorded in the Bank for International Settlement CH 4002 Basel, Switzerland and Credit Suisse Geneva 1211. Switzerland as integral part of 1950 bilateral minefield successor breakthrough agreement exported to European countries. We further certify these trust account of AAAO01-4 flat MCD K.O.R.AN the sum of US dollar 300, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 000, 0000, backup of AU metals, diamond and platinum withdrawable after maturity year 2007 protected by Treaty of General Agreement, Global immunity, security insurance, nolien and encumbrances in accordance with account number 97 54 32 01 10 as Special Global Account Code Number 01-022-740A. Page 34 of 45. Refer to this copy of the delivery receipt's original dated August 11th, 1950 that reveals the 400,000 metric tons of gold with gold certificate number 083030L50 in the Treasury Vault of the Central Bank of the Philippines CBP. Based on the CBP's receipt, the gold and other commodities are integral part of the Bilateral Memorandum of Agreement or the 1950 BMBSA. El Banco Español Filipino Offshore Capital and his subsidiary, El Banco Español de Isabel Segundo. Importer under Executive Order No. 436 of July 1951. Exporter amended under Republic Act 572 of 195 O.R.A. No. 650. Office, Royal Custom House Aduana, Intramuros, Manila, República de Filipinas. Delivery receipt. Delivered to Central Bank of the Philippines. Attention, Honorable Miguel Cuaderno, Governor. Special trust deposit to the new Central Bank of the Philippines for special loan of 50 years, maturity 2000, deal number 002, protected by Security Code 5020. Custodial safekeeping receipt, gold certificate numbers, inventory list, SKR numbers, a B51, 26. 3, 11th of August 1950. To whom it may concern. We, Trust Depositor of El Banco Español de Isabel Segundo, El Banco Español Offshore Capital, certified that we delivered the gold and other commodities owned by El Banco to the warehouse vault of Treasury of Central Bank of the Philippines as follows to wit. Gold certificates numbers 1. 083-030L50, 400,000 metric tons. 2. 083-031L50. 3. 083-032L50. Grand total of 217,500 metric tons. 4. 89,003L50. Total of 30,490 of gold bars. 12.5. 5. 92,009L50. Total of 12,253,662.09 troy ounces, or 30,490,934.41 bars. 12.5. 6. 93,010L50. Total of 56,295,890.84 troy ounces, or 144,812 bars of 12.5 kilos. 7. 94,011L50. Total of 11,120,743.16 troy ounces, or 27,671,967.02 bars. 12.5 kilos. 8. 94,011L50. Vault and Ledger Accounting. 9. 94,001L50. 10. 94,11L50. 11. 95,012L50. Total of 10,552.43 troy ounces, in 26,258,930.9 bars. 12.5 kilos. 12. 109,002L50. Total of 381,136,675 metric tons. We certified further these commodities as integral part of the bilateral memorandum of agreement signed in 1950, be free of all taxes, no criminal origin, covered by the Global Immunities Treaties of Agreement, maturity 2000. Done in the office of the Monetary Board, this 11th of August 1950. Confirmed by, signed, Miguel Cuaderno Sr., Governor of Central Bank. Delivered by, signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, Trust Depositor. Security assigned by, signed, General Dwight Eisenhower, Pentagon. Attested by, signed, Elpidio Quirino. Signed, Queen Elizabeth II. Signed, Tankaki. LSM-666 logo. King Philip II, also known as King Louis ang Tagean Tallano. Ancestor of TVM, owner of the land, King Felipe. Queen Isabel II coin, grandmother of TVM, owner of the gold coin, Queen Isabel II. King Ferdinand VII coin, also known as Don Armando Villamor, Ferdinand VII, grandfather of TVM, owner of the gold coin. Central Bank of the Philippines seal. U.S. Department of the Treasury seal. Board of Governors of the U.S. Federal Reserve System seal. Supreme Court of the Philippines seal. Signed, Attorney Fredruz Castro, Notary Public. Signed, Tiburcio Villamor Marcus, sole heir, owner, signatory. Alpha Omega World Development Mars Hall Program logo. U.S. National Security Agency seal. The CBP's receipt was confirmed by Mr. Miguel P. Cuaderno Sr., then first governor of the CBP, and attested by His Excellency Elpidio R. Quirino, then President of the Republic of the Philippines, and you. The receipt's date on August 11, 1950 was my second birthday. Page 35 of 45. The CBP's receipt was signed by General Dwight D. Eisenhower, before he became President of the United States in 1953, Tankaki, who was a prominent Chinese businessman, Father Jose Antonio Diaz, Dr. Jose P. Rezals alias as Trust Depositor, and Attorney Fredruz Castro as Notary Public. The CBP's receipt also identifies me as Tiburcio Villamor Marcus TVM, who is the sole heir/owner/signatory. Based on the CBP's receipt, my ancestor great-grandfather is King Felipe or Philip II, who was King of Spain, King of Portugal, King of Naples and Sicily, Duke Saurus King of England and Ireland, and ruler of Mahalaca as King Louis ang Tagean. As written on the CBP's receipt, King Ferdinand VII is my grandfather and my grandmother is Queen Isabel II of Spain. The first bank in the Philippines was called El Banco Español Filipino de Isabel II, named after her. The Land Registration Commission in Philippines officially confirms that the El Banco Español Filipino de Isabel II is World Bank exporter of gold and other commodities with paid-up capital of $5 trillion and El Banco Español Filipino offshore capital as my banking unit with paid-up capital of $356 million are the OCTT01-4s. Integral part coded name of 01AAAO that is registered in the 9 World Bank and 7 IMF. The royal family lent gold bullion to the Republic of the Philippines for the CBP's establishment in the year 1949, based on the required gold reserves. According to the article entitled Independent Confirmation of the Philippines Gold, and dated August 9, 2006, The deed of occupation of the Maharlika as drafted by Reverend Andreas Urdaneta on December 7, 1565 declared the whole Philippine archipelago as the property of King Philip II of Spain. After the British Royal Army and Navy's liberation of the Filipinos from the Spanish colonizers on October 6, 1762, the British government headed by General Dawson Draper ordered the said deed's replacement, to recognize Rajalakan Macleod Tagean Tallano as the Maharlika's legitimate heir, who is Maharaja Luisan Tagean's grandson. The document was entitled Original Certificate of Title OCT 01-4 Protocol, which was issued by the Royal Government of England, recognizing the claim of the Tagean royal family, that they have lived and ruled the Maharlikan Islands since time immemorial. Reportedly, the British OCT 01-4 Protocol turned over the whole archipelago to its original owner, the Tagean royal family, as represented by a prince, Lakana K.O.R.A.N Tagean. Reportedly, on January 7, 1764, the Spaniard, Simon de Anda, affirmed and reconfirmed the ownership of the Hacienda Filipina archipelago as embodied in the British OCT 01-4 Protocol, by issuing a Spanish new land title in the name of Prince Lakan-Akan Tagean Tallano. Page 36 of 45. Based on the Philippine court's decision with compromise agreement dated February 4, 1972, the British royal government then issued a royal decree, Protocol 01-4, based on the laws of the West Indies, granting ownership of the Hacienda Filipina Archipelago Philippine Archipelago, that was in the name of King Luisan Tagean, to the Tagean clan. Page 43. OCTT 01-4 was also in the name of Prince Lakan-Akan Tagean Tallano, also known as Rajalakan Tagean Tallano. Page 61, who was married to Princess Rowena Maria Elizabeth Overbeck Macleod of Austria. Page 5. Refer to the decision's PDF copy through this web link goo.l/trnwun. King Philip II's alias was Prince Julian Macleod Overbeck Tallano I as the sole owner of the Hacienda Filipina Archipelago under the British OCT 01-4 Protocol, which was issued on the 18th century. Based on the said decision, King Luisan Tagean lived for 270 years. Page 46. In fact, Princess Rowena Maria Elizabeth Overbeck Macleod was his spouse. King Philip II's another spouse is Mary I, also called Mary Tudor, who was the first queen to rule England 1553-58. Reference GL/2KZ8 8X. Thus, Mary I is also my great-grandmother. King Philip II's another aliases were Prince Lakan-Akan Tagean Tallano and Rajalakan Macleod Tagean Tallano. His son is King Ferdinand VII of Spain, who is known as Prince Julian Overbeck Macleod Tallano II. King Ferdinand VII is also known as the Code of Flat K.O.R.A.N. Ferdinand Lakan-Akan Tallano Flat King of Recognized Asset Nations K.O.R.A.N. King Ferdinand VII was King Philip II's successor heir in the sole ownership of the Hacienda Filipina Archipelago with the ancestral domain of OCTT 01-4, Transfer Certificate of Title TCT 408. And TCT 498, and the gold bullion, platinum, and diamonds, which are lawfully protected by the Royal Decree, Treaty of Paris and Treaty of Versailles. In fact, the European royal families frequently intermarried to maintain their respective royal bloodlines for their combined vast wealth and to preserve some balance of power between the various empires. You married your distant cousin Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark. Queen Victoria's great-great-granddaughter and great-great-grandson are you and Prince Philip, respectively. Weblink go.gl/5meter.jhho. Queen Victoria is the twin sister of my grandfather, King Ferdinand VII. Therefore, she is my grandaunt through my mother's lineage. As Queen Victoria's great-great-granddaughter, your ancestry can be aptly traced back to King Henry VII via Margaret Tudor, who was Mary I's aunt. Please refer to my confirmed consanguineal relationship with you on the next page, based on our respective genealogies. Page 37 of 45. My consanguineal relationship with Queen Elizabeth II. King Ferdinand VII, my grandfather, alias Don Armando Villamor, King Ferdinand VII's father, King Philip II. His twin sister, Queen Victoria, Generation 5, my grandaunt, Queen Elizabeth II's great-great-grandmother. Enemisha Cruz Villamor, my royal mother, King Philip II's granddaughter. Cousin. Edward VII, Generation 4, my first cousin, 1x removed. His Majesty, King TVM, me, Queen Elizabeth II's second cousin, 2x removed. 2x removed means that there is a 2-generation difference. George V, Generation 3, my second cousin, Queen Elizabeth II's grandfather. George VI, Generation 2, my second cousin, 1x removed. Queen Elizabeth II, Generation 1, my second cousin, 2x removed. Reliable online references. YouTube, Her Royal Highness Tiburcio Villamor Marcus. Genealogy with codename, TVM-LSM-666, goo.gl/3yoegh. Wikipedia. Family tree of English and British monarchs, goo.gl/b1rpuc. Royal descendants of Queen Victoria and King Christian IX, goo.gl/7uvjk. Articles. Ancestor of Queen Elizabeth II, goo.gl/kkhelz. Relationship and cousins, goo.gl/wepup. Relationship chart, goo.gl/avvkrd. You and I belong to the Royal British ancestry and the United Kingdom. King Philip II married Princess Rowena Maria Elizabeth Overbeck MacLeod, who is my great-grandmother and sister of President Donald John Trump, who is appointed as the 45th President of the United States of America and the Supreme Military Protector of the K.O.R.A.N. through Washington, D.C., which is the subordinate city-state of the Crown in the City of London. Page 38 of 45. As King Ferdinand VII's grandson, I also inherited the ownership of the Hacienda Filipina Archipelago with the OCTT-01-4, which was granted by the royal government of England in the 18th century. My father's father is Zafen, formerly known by his title Prince Chun, who was a Manchu prince and the late Qing dynasty's regent. I was chosen to be the Qing dynasty's last surviving emperor, superseding my uncle Foye, who is my father's half-brother, in the governance of the Qing vast wealth. The Hong Kong and Shanghai banking corporations' accounts are directly linked with the Qing dynasty for mirroring and/or matching and/or putting up any currency. For more information, you may read my directive about me as Emperor Chuatali of the Qing/Ming/Tang dynasties of China through these two web links, goo.gl/ka7, 7hy and goo.gl/7kjen. The said 400,000 metric tons of gold were derived from King Solomon's 1,181,336,675 metric tons of gold, which I inherited from my ancestor named Marcus Ulpius Trajanus or Trajan 98 to 117 AD. Roman Emperor, through King Ferdinand VII under the Code of K.O.R.A.N. As King Ferdinand VII's and Prince Chun's grandson, I lawfully inherited the combined vast global assets of the Spanish-Chinese royal family clans, including the US-Japan's M Fund or Marcus Fund. I and my Director General / Provost Marshals of the AOWDMP designate the people of the Philippines as the bankrollers of all central and prime commercial banks of your 16 monarchies for the full implementation of the Divine Master Plan for the New World Society, based on my royal family's massive wealth for humanity. Let us inform you the commitment of the Filipino people to the world. We, the Filipino people, are hard-working, courageous and dignified. Our noble mission is to fully eradicate poverty and subside hopelessness. Because of our unconditional ardent love for humanity, we are spearheading global humanitarian and national economic development programs. We encourage all our fellowmen to accept our advocacy for mankind. Please include all the Filipino people who have valid Philippine passports in your visa waiver program, because they deserve to be welcomed as your special guests in all your monarchies in European and non-European areas. Please refer to my directive to all European sovereign states about the Filipinos visa waiver program through goo.gl/x8rz7q and goo.gl/L2 Northeast 9y. Page 39 of 45. The British Royal Family's Certificate of Registration dated August 13, 2005 demonstrates your commitment to my noble mission to humanity through my ASBLP ang Samahan ng Bagang Lahing Filipino/English translation, the Association of New Filipino Race Accounts. As chairperson of the Committee of 300, you signed this certificate. Alpha Omega World Development Marshall Program. United Nations Pentagon H World Military Divine Government, AN. The Universal Queen of Queens Foundation Incorporated. Bureau of Central Interpol. The British Royal Family, England, reference number, BRF 9987, 4PI97. Certificate of Registration. Know all men by these presents. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Queen of England and Chairman of the Committee of 300, I, Alexandra Elizabeth Mary Windsor II with Royal Code Name GB Windsor II and Iron Gold Lady, together with His Excellency Secretary General Jean-Marc de la Sabliera of the United Nations Organization, His Excellency President Shi Jiao of the International Court of Justice, His Excellency President Paul Wolfowitz of the World Bank Group, His Excellency Governor Rafael B. Bonaventura of Banco Central ng Pilipinas, His Excellency President Ricardo M. Tan of the Philippine Deposits Insurance Corporation, His Excellency President Sheikh Ahmed Fahad Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC, His Excellency Attorney Vanet Umali Paco of the Securities and Exchange Commission, His Excellency Chair Marsh Carter of the New York Stock Exchange, His Excellency Chair Jose Vitug of the Philippine Stock Exchange and His Excellency Director Pascal Lamy of the World Trade Organization hereby vested this certified registration to wit. 1. For Bank of ASBLP Registry Number WB1200, 5 ASBLP 12. 2. For ASBLP Group of Companies Registry Number BRF 1200, 5 ASBLP 10. 3. For Philippine Dollar Printing Registry Number ASBLP 1975 PD01. 4. For OPEC Membership and Oil Production Operation Registry Number OPEC 1220, 6 ASBLP 05. Sealed at the Buckingham Palace, London, England, this 13th day of August 2005 by Signed, Her Majesty, Queen Alexandra Elizabeth Mary Windsor II, Queen of England and Chairman of the Committee of 300, the British Royal Family. Signed, His Excellency Secretary General Jean-Marc de la Sabliera, the United Nations Organization. Signed, His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed Fahad Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Page 1 of 2. Received by UN Mailroom, August 14, 2005. Page 40 of 45. Signed, His Excellency Governor Rafael B. Bonaventura Banco Central ng Pilipinas. Signed, His Excellency President Ricardo M. Tan, the Philippine Deposits Insurance Corporation. Signed, His Excellency Attorney Vanet Umalipaco, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Signed, His Excellency Chair Jose Vitug, the Philippine Stock Exchange. Signed, His Excellency President K.O.R.AN, the International Court of Justice. Signed, His Excellency President Paul Wolfowitz, the World Bank Group. Conformed and approved by. Signed, Her Royal Highness Tiburcio Villamor Marcus Tallano Tagean IV. Sole Redeemer of Flat and Trust Accounts globally, C1 C2 C19, 21, 777, Successor Heir of OCT01-4, TCT 408, TCT 498, Hacienda Filipina Archipelago. United Nations, 7-star Governor General, K.O.R.AN sole signatory, code name, TVM-LSM-666, U.S. Treasury ID, IC 60, 847, 9 Titular Decree Number, 01-0-22-74-0A, Federal Reserve System ID. Number, C60, 84, 79, Global Funder Trilateral Number, 54, 32, 11, 01, 10, Co-Chairman, the Committee of 300, Member, G20-23H World LSM Alpha Omega. Member of the Board, Trilateral Commission, Chairman, El Banco Español de Filipino de Isabel Segundo, World Chairman, Alpha Omega Global Mars Hall Program, Member, the International Security Council of United Nations. The World Trade Center's destruction in New York on September 11, 2001 is a reminder of the involvement of these three parties in the agreement, signed at the Buckingham Palace, London, England on December 20, 1988. 1 First Party President Ferdinand E. Marcos, 2 Second Party Queen Elizabeth II, 3 Third Party U.S. President Ronald W. Reagan. As planned by the second party, the WTC, where at least 10,000 metric tons of Marcos gold were preserved underneath, was destroyed in favor of the mother account, to be handled by Anthony Santiago Martin, my code name. Then President George W. Bush executed the plan on September 11, 2001, my father's 84th birthday, showing his subservience to you, Your Majesty. Page 41 of 45. I'm inviting you to be my fellow implementer of another agreement between then Presidents Marcos and Reagan, based on a copy of their letter of instructions, that prescribes the proper distribution of the budgetary scheme of various development programs or projects. Seal of the President of the Philippines, Seal of the President of the United States. Certificate of the United States of America, uncut dollars. Republic of the Philippines, United States of America. Letter of Instructions. This letter of instruction prescribes the proper distribution of the budgetary scheme in the following summary regulation. 1. 60% for government projects, a. Infrastructure, schools, hospitals, markets, b. Road constructions, b1. National roads, 4 lanes to urban cities, b2. Barangay roads, concrete farm to market, b3. Road electrification. C. Agricultural development, c1. Irrigation system, c2. Food production, c3. Technology transfer program. D. Environmental rehabilitation. D1. Reforestation. D2. Water conservation. D3. Forest preservation. E. Technology enhancement program. 2. 40% for holder redeemer, investor, funder. 20% buyer, redeemer discount, 15% holder, 5% negotiators. Strict compliance on the proper rules and regulation of redemption as embodied in this letter of instructions, deposit certificate of delivery receipt and the certificate of entitlement of the Allied Nations is hereby directed. Done on this 23rd day of October 1982, Manila, Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President, Republic of the Philippines. Signed, Ronald Reagan, President of the United States of America. As Queen of your 16 monarchies, you are included in the Board of Trustees/Board of Governors of the AOWDMP, which is the sole implementer of the said Divine Master Plan regarding the massive global projects, based on the ECOSOC Articles 55, 56, 57, and 63. As co-chairpersons of the Committee of 300, you and I govern the world through these 3 city-states or privately owned corporations. 1. City of London Corporation, financial powerhouse since year 1067. 2. Washington, D.C., military powerhouse since 1871. 3. Vatican City, religious powerhouse since 1929. Our noble mission is to save the world from abject poverty. Page 42 of 45. I hope to merit your formal invitation for our urgent meeting. US-based phone, 1-347-771-0171. 929-350-2333. Email tvm-talonus@gmail.com. Main recipient jack.alphaomega@gmail.com. Copy furnished. Skype name TVM-LSM-666 Tiburcio Villamor Marcus. I eagerly await your affirmative reply to my letter, Your Majesty. Respectfully. Signed, His Majesty, King Tiburcio Villamor Marcus Tallano Tagean IV. Successor heir/owner/judicial administrator. Sole Redeemer of Global Flat and Trust Accounts C1, C2, C19, 21, 777. Successor heir of OCTT01-4/TCTT 408/G498 Hacienda Filipina Archipelago. United Nations 7th Star Governor General. Sole signatory of the K.O.R.A.N. Codename TVM-LSM-666. U.S. Treasury ID IC-60-847, 9. Titular Decree 01-022-740A. Federal Reserve System ID C-60-84-79. Global Funder Trilateral Number 54-32-11-01-10. Co-Chairman the Committee of 300. Member G20 to 23H World LSM Alpha Omega. Chairman Trilateral Commission. Chairman Al Banco Espanol de Filipino de Esabel Segundo. World Chairman Alpha Omega World Development Mars Hall Program. Page 43 of 45. in cooperation with the Director Generals, Adjutant Generals, Provost Mass Halls, Mandate Trustees, with complete irrevocable global immunities, who are officers of the International Bureau of Central Interpol, members of the International Security Council of the United Nations. General Jonathan E. Castaneda, Aide-de-Camp, Code, JEC 040. General Juliet M. Marcus Tallano Tagean, Treasurer, Code, JMTT 002. General Leandro A. Dianson, Code, LAD 004. General Gary Seor, Chief Legal Counsel. General Crisanto Q. Cannon Jr., Administrative, Code, CQC 066. General Eduardo R.E.S., Chief Legal Counsel. General Martin John Spicholsky, Director for Foreign Relations. General Demetrius Julius Shiver, Director for Foreign Relations, Code, DJS 088. General Alan Krummack, Director for Foreign Relations. General Alfredo A. Atten, Code, AAA 006. General Antonio B. Simaden, Code, ABS 011. General Nicanor P. Girona, Code, NPG 355. General Eugene M. Martires, Code, EMM 007. General Josephine D. Liza, Code, JDL 009. General Kenneth Y.U., Code, KYY 017. General Robert L. DeGuro, Code, RLD 606. General Melvin Louis Arellano, Ministro de Communications, Code, MRO 026. General Robert R. Lachica, Code, RRL 012. General Sung Harrison Beek, Code, SHB 100. General Ekaterina Raspatoika, Code, ERS 131. General Owen T. Scott Lennon, Code, OTL 555. General Merialas Q. Barliver, Code, MLB 210. General John Naivic. General Celadonio Siompert, Code, CCO 314. General Rise G. Mussman, Code, RGM 123. General Ian A. Fleming, Code, IAF 913. Page 44 of 45. The Golden Key of LSM-666. Proclamation 1081 A 1974. As Umbrella Code Account. I'm the last surviving emperor who holds the key to the 26 monarchies all over the world. 13 among the Nordic European monarchies and another 13 for the Roman Spanish monarchies stretching all the way to Asia. I'm the king of Maholika. Page 45 of 45.